Instant reaction videos, Ipswich 1, Southampton 1. Lots of people asking me for my opinions and my thoughts. Well, here they are. I will break it down as best as I possibly can over the next 8 to 10 minutes or so. Gotta say, I was really pleased with the point today. If you had said to me before, we'll walk away with the point today, I would have absolutely taken that today. Gutted not to be there. I'm here on the sunny Isle of Wight. You can see behind me I'm on Freshwater Bay Beach this afternoon. It is nice. I watched the game, did the watch along, give loads of reaction to it. I was at a bit of time to listen to the interviews, the post-match press conference with Will Steele. I saw his bits on Sky Sports. Also listened to the BBC segments as well. I'll react to all of that as well. But we've come from behind in 2 games now to pick up results. Something we wouldn't have done a year ago, there's no doubt about that. This time a year ago, we would have lost today, comfortably lost. We would have caved in, and still said that. He felt we would have caved in. But to come from, it was an early goal that we conceded, and it was a sloppy goal that we conceded. Kwasi just wasn't at the races today, and he's already said that in his Instagram post that he's put out afterwards. He said that it wasn't his best game today, and he looked way short of being good enough to play in a high-pressure game like it was today, because it was a high-pressure game today. I would have probably started Ronnie Edwards today, just for the fact he's played in the Championship and he knows what it takes to play at this level. It was a big ask of a young man to play there today, but Will still does put his trust in players. He did that with Kwasi today. In him and Wellington, a massive mess up for that first goal. I think there's still a big debate over Wellington or Manning at left back. I would have started Manning today. I don't think that was the right call. I think Manning offers a far better delivery into the box. I think his positional sense is better, doesn't give the ball away as cheaply. And I still think that Taylor, if he stays, Charlie Taylor that is, could have a role to play at left back. I think I'm still not massively sold on Wellington at this moment in time. That's just my personal, honest opinion on it. But there is a debate over who starts at left back. I've made loads of notes on the game. But it's two mistakes in 2 games that have costed us. Today, that mistake, then there was Edwards' mistake last week against Wrexham. Need to cut that out really quickly. We're going to need to sort that quickly. I don't like the 3 at the back, but he's almost said that he has to play that way because he doesn't feel he has the personnel to go at it with a flat 4. He doesn't have the wingers. Well, they're going to need to back him. And he said it twice now still, and I think that's interesting he said that. He doesn't feel he has the bodies to play the system that he wants to play. He wants to play with wingers and he wants to get the ball in the box. It's all well and good, though, wanting to get the ball in the box, but you still need a target man. We'll come on to Adam Armstrong and my thoughts on him very shortly. But a back 3 today, Stevens, Kwasi and Taylor Harwood-Bellis, who looked really shaky today, Harwood-Bellis. And to be fair, Harwood-Bellis and Kwasi made Jack Stevens look like prime Paolo Maldini today. That's how bad the other 2 were. I thought they had really poor games. Jack Stevens done okay, but they made him look really good. And I'll tell you what, I actually think that Stevens has played really well in the opening 2 games. I think he's led well, and a lot of people criticise him on the channel, but I tell you what, he was tops again today. Bazunu in goal again, absolutely fantastic. He makes a big save. He gets clattered at one stage. I just think he's looking like a goalkeeper that's really stepped up this season. So, yeah, Smodic that it was he clashed with, but he makes a big save to get Harwood-Bellis out of jail big time because it was a one-on-one. I can't remember who it was, maybe Hurst. It was a one-on-one. He needed to score, but Baz done well. So look, it was a big performance from him today. But yeah, the back 3, not convinced on it. Composure in defence is a must that needs to be sorted really quickly. Urgently needs to be fixed. I'll put that in my notes as well. And when play moves forward, we're just a little bit slow and we don't feel like we've gelled together yet in the way that he wants to play football. I just don't think that we have that outlet really at the moment out wide. I think Ryan Fraser, for me, he's the man of the match today. I thought he was magnificent. He was fantastic. The performance he put in, the ball he put in for the goal was good, but he works really hard. And I thought if anyone hasn't checked out his post-match interview with Adam Blackmore, BBC Radio Solent, go get the BBC Sounds app and go check it out. He come across brilliantly. He's humble, he's honest, and he spoke about how he let the team down last year when he got sent off against Leicester. And he was just like, he's wanted to get his confidence back. He wants to bounce back this season. And I'll tell you what, he's done that in absolute style. What credit to him for the performances he's put in the opening 2 games. He's put in 2 man of the match displays in 2 weeks. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. So for anybody that was saying get rid of him, I get it, but I tell you what, you won't get rid of him now. He's the most important player in the squad. You could see that in pre-season. But I do think that we really have to sort out other outlets. So it's all well and good playing Fraser there, but it's not really his position to play right wing back. Positives, obviously Fraser, I'm saying one of those. Fernandes played well today. Shea Charles in midfield played really, really well. And then Robinson gets his goal, and it's a brilliant goal. And you've got to give him huge credit, because I think he's just maturing into a really good player. And we've got a top player on our hands. He's going to go right to the top. There's no doubt about that. I think he's a fantastic talent. His first senior goal today, he will go on and get loads of goals this season, and he will become a bigger player for Southampton Football Club than Tyler Dibbling. And already in 2 games, he's shown a bit of consistency, something that Tyler actually struggled to do last season. He didn't show that consistency week in, week out, but it's still a lot to ask of a young man. Obviously, we come on to Dibbling. He got some game time today. I don't expect him to be at the football club come the end of the window. I didn't expect him to put on the Saints shirt again, let alone get on the field today. I was really surprised to see him in a Saints shirt again. Whether he stays or goes, I do think he'd go. That's my gut feeling on that one. But I've got to say, I'm really chuffed for Robinson. Really, really chuffed for him. Let's talk about Adam Armstrong. I mentioned him at the top of the video. Give me your reaction to this as well. I thought he worked really hard today, and he's got a great engine on him, close people down, but he's just not somebody that can hold the ball up. He's just not good enough at holding the ball up. It's not his game. And he's stuffed today a bit still, because he's got Stewart out ill again. Is he ill, or are they trying to protect him? Is he injured and they're just saying he's ill? Downs is out ill today as well, Damien Downs. So there's no target man to play up front, and I think that that's a big issue for the way that Steele wants to play football. And from what we've seen of Downs so far, is he really the finished article that's going to go and score a load of goals? I got shot down for talking about Josh Sargent on this channel ages ago. Said, oh, he's not good enough for the Premier League, and don't want to be signing someone like Josh Sargent. 2 goals in 2 games for him in the Championship for Norwich already. He is exactly what we need up front at this moment in time. A Josh Sargent type player, someone that's big and strong, that can hold the ball up and bring players into play. Adams did it last time around in the Championship. When we need somebody, I still think, as we approach the final couple of weeks of the window, I still wouldn't be against bringing someone else in up front. I don't think they will, but I do believe we need somebody that can play in the 9, that's big and strong, and that's a proper all-round footballer, experienced at this level. It's all well and good bringing in Downs, but he looks young and raw. From what we've seen so far, Archer, he's playing out wide at the moment. I don't think his body language looks like a player that's happy playing where he's playing, but he's doing what he can. But he never got into the game when he came on today. I didn't think that the substitutions massively changed the game today like they did last week. The substitutions changed the game. But Manning went into left back and was a better option than Wellington. But I didn't think Masuki did a great deal when he came on, other than give away fouls. I see him going out on loan. I don't see what he brings to the party. I really don't. Just looks to me like a little bit, and I may be being a little bit harsh here, he's a little bit of a headless chicken. That's just my honest opinion, as my daughter laughs behind me as I say that. But you got someone like Manning that's got a good delivery, but you got to get someone on the end of it. Set play. I want to talk about set play as well. There's a lot of talk about Edward Spurzian coming in, a dead ball specialist, a playmaker. Boy, we need a playmaker, but we cannot take corners. We saw it all last season. How many times did we have somebody try and take a corner, free kick, and not get it past the first man? Wellington had multiple corners today and couldn't get it past the first man. Not good enough at that level when you paid that amount of money. We need somebody that's good at delivery. Fernandes took a few corners today, and even his was shit. They just weren't good enough. Couldn't get past the first man. We have to be so much better at set play. You're getting big men forward like Kwasi, Harwood Bellis, and Stevens, but if you can't get the ball to get past the first man, what's the point? So they need to get that right. There's a lot of work to do. We've got 2 weeks to go to the window shuts. It is going to be it's not even 2 weeks now. It's less than 2 weeks. We have a major couple of weeks ahead of us in terms of what we get out and what we can bring in. We need a backup goalkeeper. There's no doubt about that. We need backup for Baz. We need a right back because he doesn't trust Sikawara. No Sikawara today. He's dropped. Wasn't surprised that Fraser played there. I called that in my pre-match lineup though, and put 12 players on my pre-match show. Apologies for that. I was having a bad weekend. I've not been feeling great this weekend. But yeah, Sikawara. Do they offload him? James Breed's coming back from fitness. Potentially. I think there's players to get out. Bella Kotchap, Steel Dozy to get out, Aribo to get out. Brereton Diaz didn't get on today. They need to try and get him out. And then they need I need to try and get Spurzian in, and hopefully Radoni as well, because if you get those two in, we'd have a really good chance. I'm going to do my player ratings now to wrap up the video, because I always do that as a separate video, but I've done a lot of content over the weekend. Like I said, I've not been feeling great all weekend, to be honest. I've got a bit of a bowel infection at the moment, so this is going to be my last video of the weekend. But I do want to do my player ratings now and just kind of have a look at who I thought performed really well, and who didn't perform very well. I've covered a lot of it in the video. I'm going to start with Gavin Bazunu in goal, and give him a 9 out of 10. Vital when we needed him today. He was brilliant. So 9 out of 10 for Gavin Bazunu. I thought he was a good performance from him yet again. He's maturing. Harwood Bellis, 4.5. Thought he was ropey and rusty. Quasi, again, I thought he was a 5.5 out of 10. I thought he was positional sense was not great at times. Got caught high, too tight. Stevens got caught tight a few times, but I'm going to give Stevens a higher rating. I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. Go through midfield. Wellington, going to give him a 6. Don't think he was anywhere near good enough. Ryan Fraser, 10 out of 10 performance from me and my man of the match for Ryan Fraser. Then I'm going with the two midfielders. Downs, not good going Flynn Downs at the moment. Not sure he suits Steele's style of play. I said that a few times already. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Shay Charles, I thought, was steady today. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I thought he played well today. Jay Robinson's easily an 8.5 today. I thought he was really good today. A brilliant goal for him. And then Adam Armstrong, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Worked hard, but it's never going to score loads of goals and playing as an out-and-out 9. Ryan Manning, come on. I'm going to give him a 6.5 out of 10. Masuki, I'm going to give a 4. Like I said, headless chicken. Archer hardly touched the ball when he come on. I'm going to give him a 4. Give him a 5. And then Tyler Dibling come on in the 83rd minute for Fernandez. Going to give him a 4. I didn't give Fernandez a rating, actually. Fernandez was decent. Give him an 8 out of 10 today. And Sigawara didn't do a lot, really. Give him a 4 out of 10. So that's all my player ratings. Give me all your reaction, all your thoughts in the comments box below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do get subscribed to the channel. That was my final word on this weekend's game against Ipswich. I will be back live on the channel throughout the week with all the transfer updates. The transfer show will be live throughout the week. There'll at least be 3 shows this week live. They usually go out around about 8 p.m, but make sure you give me a follow over on Instagram at FootballMartin on Instagram, same on Facebook, and I will advertise it and you'll be able to see when I am live. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you again in a live this week.